What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So today for y'all, I have an early review of a shoe that is getting ready to come out in a couple days, and it is the next off-white shoe that we are getting. If you have not checked out this title yet, I have with me the Nike Air Force 1 Mid and off-white, and I have the white colorway with me today. So I'm not gonna lie, it's an interesting looking shoe. I don't know, like, is this the next best off-white that's coming out? And honestly, I don't know. Some people are going to like this shoe, some people aren't. It's really going to be hit or miss for a lot of people. But enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and jump into this review over the Air Force 1 Mid off-white. Alright, so if you're curious where I got this shoe from, Nike or Sneakers actually did an exclusive access on this shoe a couple days ago. If you're wondering if I finally got exclusive access, no, I did not get exclusive access. Still don't understand that system and have not had exclusive access in a very long time. But I did find a guy that did end up copying off of exclusive access, so I was able to purchase off of him. I did have to pay resale for the shoe. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and jump into this review. So to start, you do have this box. Now, I love this box. This is a very different box than what we normally get. As you see, it has that brick pattern all over. So I thought that was a cool touch with these. And then the top of the box does read Off-White and Nike at the top. Now moving to the label reads Air Force 1 Mid SP, and the colorway is white, clear white. This is a size 10.5. Retail price on these is $185. They're set to come out on June 23rd, which is, I believe, like Wednesday or Thursday of this week. So pretty close. And they do have two colorways. So this is the white colorway, and then they also have a black colorway. And I believe both of those are set to come out on Sneakers this week. Now moving to the inside, you do have a green interior with these. And then on the inside of the box, it does have Off-White, and it has the Nike swoosh and then the Off-White logo, or the Off-White branding on the inside of the box there. Now, jumping to the paper, you do have two different types of paper. So you have a regular white paper here, or just like that dark white paper. And then the other paper you have is the Off-White and Nike. So it's the same branding that we saw on the inside of the lid, but this paper is blue, and it's got some Off-White images on here. So that is this paper. So like I said, it's similar to what we saw on the inside of the lid, and it is on a blue paper. So that is the paper that comes with these. And then continuing on to the inside of the box, if you can see it right here, it does say this side, this end up, and it has arrows pointing up, and that is on both sides of the box. So that is the other side right there. Alright, so let's move on from here. Here's the bottom of the box if y'all are curious. Alright, let's jump to the shoes now. So, this is the Nike Air Force 1 Mid Off-White. I'll give y'all that quick 360. Now, like I said, I think this shoe is going to be a hit or miss for a lot of people for various different reasons. But we will talk about that in just a little bit. Alright, so starting with the outsole, so you do have partially a regular Air Force 1 Mid outsole. Now the other piece, of course, is the spikes on here. And this is not the first time that we've seen spikes on the bottom of an off-white shoe. We had the off-white Zoom Terra Kaiga 5s, and those had spikes on the bottom of them as well. Now that is one piece that I think a lot of people are going to be indifferent on, especially because you have spikes on the bottom. Now, I never got to wear the Zoom, the Kaigers, so I don't know how it feels with the spikes on the bottom of the shoe. If you've worn that shoe before, let me know how it feels walking with these spikes on the bottom, because I imagine eventually either they'll wear out or they'll just be smushed down to where it's because you walk on them so much. But that is the outsole, so you do have the green and then the gray. And then moving to the midsole, you do still see those spikes coming off the side of the shoe here. So that does wrap around the front portion of the toe box. And then as you continue on, you do see like these gray pieces here. And that just continues on to the back. Now this is a white midsole. So you see that white midsole wrapping around, and then back over here you see more spikes on the side of the shoe. So if you're looking at the top down portion, of course you will see these spikes coming off of the shoe, and even these gray pieces here. they do go out of the shoe or off to the side of the shoe. So if you look down, it looks like an even wider shoe than what it actually is. Now continuing to the upper, you do have a mesh upper with a wood grain pattern on there. So it is an all white upper, of course sticking to that the theme of the shoe, which is white, or the name of the shoe, which is the white. So that wood grain pattern does look pretty nice. Now one thing that I did notice when I was looking at the shoe before I restarted recording, the mesh is partially see-through. So like the paper that's in the shoe, I can sort of see through it, or I can sort of see the paper that's in there. And even if I were to stick my finger in there, I can see a little bit of my finger. So, you know, if you wear like bright red socks, you may see a little bit of red coming through the mesh paneling. But just so y'all know, in case you didn't know, because I didn't know that until I had this shoe and I was actually looking at it. But it is a very lightweight mesh, so I'm sure this shoe does feel good on feet. Now let's continue on. So moving to the swoosh. Now one thing that I did like about this swoosh, of course you do have the off-white orange thing here. This swoosh is not stitched down. Well, it's partially, like half of it's stitched down. So you have the stitching here in the front right here, and then you also have the stitching in the back, and that's all that's holding the Nike swoosh in place. So it does come up a little bit here, as you see, and then it's not fully stitched down here. So interesting touch with this, something different. I do like the Nike swoosh. It is that translucent swoosh on here, so you can see through it. But y'all know Virgil always does that different stuff with his shoes, so this is no different. And that Nike swoosh is the same on both sides. It just has the stitching on the top and the front part of it, which is right here, and then the stitching at the top as well. But that same translucent swoosh on both sides of the shoe. Now moving to the laces, you do have two different laces. You have the white lace, which is the main lace that's in the shoe, and then you have the gray lace on top of that, which goes through those fly wire cables. So you have the cable attachments here, you have one up here, and then the same thing on the other side of the shoe as well, and then one up here as well. And then continuing, you do have a blue and green lace unit here, which honestly I'm kind of surprised they went with that color. It does kind of stand out with the shoe because you really don't have any other blue or green in here. So me personally, I would have gone with a different colored lace lock, but that is just me. Now going back, let's go back to around the swoosh. You do have the off-white branding. It reads off-white for Nike Air Force One, Beaverton, Oregon, USA, and then 1982. So that is on the side of the shoe here. And then moving to the back, these do have Nike Air on the back of them. And then on the pull tab here around the ankle, you do see more of that lightweight mesh. It is translucent as well, or not fully translucent, but semi-translucent. Now moving back to the lace area, so you do have a strap that goes across the top of the shoe. And I believe it's that same material that we saw with the Union Dunks, that like textile type material that you could cut away. I don't think you can cut this away though on these. I will take the strap off so y'all can see this is the strap, and then you can take the strap off. The strap is on there, but that is what the shoe looks like here. The strap out the way so you can see the tongue. So the tongue does have air on it, and it's in gray with a Nike swoosh. And then you see more of the material from the strap going towards the side of the shoe here. Now one thing that I did forget to mention, this does have a visible air unit on the side, and it is orange on the inside there. Wait, let me make sure that is, yeah, it's orange on the inside there. I have to make sure. And then last but not least, on the outside, of course, we do have the trademark off-white symbol on here, which is the zip tie. So these do have an orange zip tie with these, and the zip tie reads off-white, and then Nike on here with 2022 zip tie. Hopefully you can pick that up on the camera right there. But you do have an orange zip tie with these, and it's only on one shoe. There's only one zip tie, and this one is on the left shoe, if you're curious. Now moving to the inside of the shoe, I don't know why I strapped it back down when I had to get to the inside. Let me pull out. So you do have a paper shoe tree with these. If I can get the shoe tree out. Alright, so that's the paper that's in the shoe. And then on the insole for this one, you do have it's a white insole, and I don't think I'll be able to take it out, but it is a white insole. It does have triple zeros towards the front of the insole, and then on the back it does have the off-white branding. So that is the face right there. And if I can get the insole out, I will show y'all the 000 that's at the front. I'll just put it towards the back of the video when I do the B-roll. But that is that shoe. Now let me go ahead and show y'all the other shoe as well. No major differences in the two. One of the biggest being, of course, this shoe does not have the zip tie on it. This one does have Nike Air on the back of the shoe as well. So outside of the zip tie being missing on this one, there's no major differences in the two. You still have the same laces, same spike color on the outsole, and then I can check the insole. So on this insole, you do actually have, it is just a hand, like the off-white hand with these. So let's see. So hopefully y'all can see that. But that is what's on the insole of this shoe. Now overall, let me know how y'all feel about the Nike Air Force One off-white, and this is the white colorway. Is this a cop for y'all? Is it a pass? Honestly, like my honest opinion on these, I like the upper of the shoe. It's the spikes that I don't like on the shoe. Like that is what throws me off from this shoe and makes me not want it. But if it was like just the upper with a regular outsole, I would probably try and cop these. But I understand it is off-white. Virgil has these weird designs. So, you know, I'm here for different stuff. But for me, it's a pass for me. I wouldn't cop these. Resale wise, I think they're going for like almost 100 or so over retail price. So like the retail price is 185. I've been seeing pairs for around 300. So if you're interested in them, you know, not terribly high compared to some of the other off-whites that we've had. But at the same time, I can see these, you know, coming down off that price when they do finally release on sneakers on the 23rd. But like I said, let me know how y'all feel about these. Must cop pass, you're not feeling them at all. It's like, what is that shoe? Yeah, let me know how y'all feel about these spikes on the bottom of the shoe as well. Because like I said, I think that's going to be the biggest turnoff for people is the spikes on the shoe. I know it is for me, so. But as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, turn on all the notification bells so you can stay up to date when I post new content. Should have another review dropping hopefully tomorrow. I'm just waiting on the shoe to come to me. I'm hoping it comes tomorrow, and then I will drop the review the next day. But as always, hope y'all had a great Father's Day for the guys that do watch the channel. Hope y'all have a great week for everybody else, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.